in the next room, and they're asking me what is the importance of a day like today. And I got to tell you, it drives me crazy when people ask me what is the importance of our farmers, what is the importance of our food. Make no mistake about it, this is about national security. If we can't feed our people in this country, our country will become a different country and will be taken over by a country that can feed us. It's in the history books. Just read them. So the importance of being at a school where they're teaching our kids agriculture, where we got FFA back into school, where we have farmers who have been give that around. Where we have farmers that have been farmers their whole lives. There are people sitting in this room today that are 87 years old, still running a dairy farm. Those people have worked their lives for the very things we're trying to keep alive. In this county, we used to have 1,700 dairy farms, and we are down to 40. And I have people saying to me, it's too late. It's too late to do anything. Well, we got to take the bull by the horns, and we got to get this turned around, and that's why we're doing a dairy feasibility study. That's why we're having meetings with beef people. That's why we're trying to put in a slaughterhouse. We got to get this turned around, not just in Wayne County, but in the state of Pennsylvania and across this great nation, because I don't ever want to see our children be a slave to a tyrant from another country who took us over. And they're the important conversations that we got to start having, and we've got to make our farmers sustainable. I said on TV, there's one equation for any business that makes a business sustainable, and that is income over cost. You have to make a little bit more money than what it costs you to produce whatever it is you're producing. And until we get real in this country, until we start having those conversations, we are in trouble. And we're going to continue to be in trouble. Now, there are people who are running for positions, and these are the conversations we have to have with them. We can no longer just banter with friendly words. We got to get real. We got to get real on the store shelf. We got to get real with what we're being subsidized on. I was in Harrisburg and I was asked about Clean and Green and other subsidies that farmers get. And do you need these subsidies to survive? Well, everything helps. But people, I'm telling you this, until we can get rid of the subsidies and stop the smoke and mirrors and start having an equation on the store shelf that returns us the figures that we need to be returned to us to stay as farmers, to continue to produce food, we're not talking in reality. And we've got to talk in reality. Let's see if we can get this done. We just got off the phone the other day with people from the United States Department of Agriculture. Because we're doing a dairy feasibility study, because we have Wayne tomorrow, we've done a lot of work networking, because we put together an economic study in Wayne County, we are getting a lot of attention by the nation to be a model for other communities. We're not the only community that's suffering. There are communities all across this great nation that, like I said, did the same thing that we did. We sat back and did nothing and watched farmers go out. Well, I'm not a golfer, but I sat with a golfer one day and he told me this after he watched me swing at a ball. If you keep doing what you're doing, you'll keep doing what you're doing. How simple is that? Things have got to change. We're taking the bull by the horns. Stay tuned because we're working on it. Thank you.